video. If this is your first video, my name is Adam Ivel, and today you join me in what is soon to be known as one of the greatest cars ever to be built. In the history of the world. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Does it stop? Yeah, it stops. So like I said, if you're new here, my name is Adam Ivel. If you're a returning subscriber, please make sure you hit that bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video. Oh, what's good? What's good? Today you join me in a Citreon Saxo Vts, my cousin's Citreon Saxo Vts. If you don't know the story, basically me and him both bought one on the same day. His is finally legal now, so I'm driving it back for him, and I thought I'd bring my cameras out and do a little video and see how I get on with the car. This one is a 03 plate, I think. I'm not quite sure, I haven't even looked, but it's an 03 plate VTS, and yeah, he got an absolute bargain on this. The pedals are so close together. Oh man, I love a little hot hatch. The only thing that terrifies me about driving this car is how shit they are in crashes. I feel like this, you know, every time you drive one of these, you could potentially die. Dad's following me. The VTS is what? Oh my god, I'm still indicating. Fucking hell, it doesn't have like a projecto indicator, cuz. Oh. Why did my dad have to follow me? My dad dropped me off to pick this up for him. He's gonna be like, the VTS when they came out had a whole whopping 120 brake horsepower. Now, this exact car I'd probably estimate to be somewhere in the region of 70 brake horsepower, if that. But we'll go with it, we'll still see if we can have fun. Oh, I love it! Oh, it's the police. It's the motherfucking police. Don't pull me over. I don't think we can go fast enough in this car to get pulled over. When I was growing up, these were one of the cars of the generation. These were like the cars that you might be able to afford sort of car, compared to such things as the EP3, the Golf GTI. So these were obviously paired up with the 106 GTIs, and oh, I like the little noise. These are fun to drive, man. This is cool. So this is before cars got heavy and safe, really. Like I said, if you crash one of these, you die. There's not much left of them. I think there's maybe like 400 left in England, like registered on the road. I'll have to check that. I'll check that stat and put it over the thing. But it's one of these cars that has no real driver aids, no real driver safety. It's just a fast little, I say fast, we'll put that in brackets, a fast little hot hatch. And that's really what it is. It is one of the original hot hatches of that generation. Just wanted to give one a little rag around, see how I got on with it, because I've actually got one to do up as well. And just try and have fun in it more than anything. Like, see what they're like, see what the buzz is about. Actually, I can tell you from the interior in here, it is bland. I mean, it's not bad at all. Like, it's not like a badly designed interior. You can tell it's French. The steering wheel is a very good size, though it ain't oversized. It feels good in your hand. Good in your hand, all right, ladies. Love this French deco design on the seats. I love how big the windscreen is, and these windows, they're massive, so you feel like you're on top of the world sitting in this car. You don't exactly feel low, considering the car is tiny. And acceleration, obviously it's kind of unfair for me to like go off of all Citreon Saxos on this one, because this is a bit of a shed. But this one, it picks up nice, even in like third gear. It's not torquey at all, like it doesn't feel bad. But yeah, you got great visibility in here. The design of the dash is actually nice. I was a bit harsh on it a second ago. So this thing is like, it's French. You can tell it's French. It's all I think from the outside you can tell that as well. Like the front is beautiful, but the rear has got that weird like raised number plate, which I never really liked at all. Even back in the day I didn't like it. But I mean, at night time it does look like a Peugeot 106 from the Max Power era that's had its number plate relocated. And we're all good. I'm just checking the temps and stuff to make sure it doesn't fucking blow up. But the main thing I think these cars were built for was just, I mean, obviously you got the lower models that were like the little French family cars, like around little cities and stuff. They're little city cars basically, weren't they? But These, the sportier ones, 120 brake in a car that weighs, I don't actually know how much these weigh either. Next to nothing, I'm gonna say, because it's light as fuck. But it's fun. It's just fun. I think that's the only way I can really describe it. It's just wicked. It's just wicked. So the car revs all the way up to about 7,000 revs. Oh, it feels like you're going so much faster than you are. This is so scary. I've lost my dad. The car's a rapid little beast. Come on! Oh! Of like what I'd class as proper Civics. So if we're talking like EK4s, EK9, I'm not going to compare it to an EK9, I'm not that ridiculous, but you got EK4s, EGs, that sort of year, that sort of size car where safety wasn't really important, whereas more just about fun, just about ragging the balls off of them and just, oh, these are proper cars. Just hilarious little things that you have to drive. Oh shit, we're on third anyway. Fuck, my heart just sank. Got a really long third gear. Come on, you little beaner. Absolutely quality. Absolutely quality. Oh man. You would have definitely back in the day seen hundreds of these in like McDonald's car parks, Staples car parks, at all the meets. These cars were a lot of the cars that people chose to put huge fiberglass body kits on. Oh man, this is great fun. This brings us to the end of my first ever Citreon Saxo Vts experience. What a fun little car. The little pokey, lively 1.6 16 valve engine. I think that one's 16 valve. With at one point 120 brake horsepower is enough to have fun in. I see everybody who has huge power cars, myself included. My S15 is a big power car, my M3 is a big power car, but you cannot drive them on their limits on the road, whereas with these you can just about get away with it. You can throw these around back lanes, B roads, or whatever you want to call them. They are hilariously fun to drive. All right, compromise, you do look a bit of a chat from the millennials. It's a price worth paying to drive a car that is this hilariously fun. I think this is brilliant. I've had such a laugh driving this. You know what, I'm actually going to go the long way back to Jack's house because I've got to drop it off, and I haven't got much fuel left though, and I ain't putting any in it, fucking tight bastard. I hope you've enjoyed my first ever Saxo experience. There will be more on Saxos on this channel if you are a fan, because obviously this is my cousin's car. I actually have one that we're nearly finished building myself. Does need some welding work, so I can't see mine being on the road anytime soon, but I can definitely get away with taking it to some track days. This thing is hilarious. I've had a great time driving it. Cheers Jack, at Jack Bruvs for that, at Jack Bruvs with a Z. It suits him, doesn't it? Jack Bruvs. Driving this car today, let me have a quick go. I'm glad I haven't killed it, because I've been hurting it a little bit. I have been giving her a bit of abuse, but I think these tiny hot hatches are hilariously good fun. So cheap as well. So if you have a few spare £100, you can probably go pick one of these up. That's all this thing cost. And yeah, I just think it's been brilliant, and I just once again think low power, small, cheap cars are excellent. I love them. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Like I said, if you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. It really helps me out, helps my channel out, especially if you stick around and actually watch a video or two. If you could do that, that would be fantastic. There's plenty more car content to come. I'm going to be doing a lot more review feature style videos over the next few months too. So make sure you hit the bell, say subscribe, make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Peace.